Okay, so most of us have some kind of daily routine to get ready, right? But what if I told you that time isn't just about appearance? We're about to explore how you can transform those simple, everyday acts into a real source of profound personal power. So let's just start with this thought. Imagine for a second that your time in front of the mirror wasn't just another chore on your to-do list, but it was actually a deliberate practice to build up your inner strength for the day ahead. That single shift in mindset, well, that's the core idea we're going to be unpacking here. First things first, we really need to challenge this idea that these rituals are somehow superficial. I mean, for way too long, they've been dismissed as simple vanity, but that whole narrative is just outdated. It is definitely time for an update. And here's the fundamental difference in how you can look at it. On one side, you've got vanity, which is all about external pressure, worrying about what other people think. But then on the other, you have self-affirmation, and that's a personal choice you make to build your internal strength. Understanding this distinction is really the key to unlocking the real power hiding in your routine. And this isn't some new age concept, not at all. Historically, if you look across countless cultures, these personal rituals have been a vital source of resilience. They were practices that connected people to their heritage and really grounded them in who they were, especially during challenging times. So the big question is, how do we make that powerful shift in our own lives? Well, it all comes down to one key ingredient: intentionality. This is where we turn a mindless habit into a truly meaningful practice. The transformation is actually surprisingly simple. Look, we all start with an automatic action, right? Like mindlessly putting on moisturizer. But the moment you consciously add an intention, something like, I am preparing myself to be focused today, or I am nourishing my body, that simple action becomes a powerful ritual. It's no longer passive, it's active. And this is the crucial point. It's no longer something you have to do, it becomes something you choose to do for yourself. It's a conscious, deliberate act of self-love and a commitment to your own well-being before the day even really gets started. So what does this actually do for us? Well, this transformation has tangible science-backed benefits. Seriously, it's not just about feeling good, it's about what's physically happening inside your brain. When you engage in a ritual, your brain really does respond. The predictable steps create this welcome sense of order and control, which is incredibly calming in our otherwise chaotic world. The sensory details, like the scent of a product or the feeling of a brush, they actually help lower stress hormones. And maybe most importantly, it pulls you out of worrying about the past or the future and grounds you firmly in the present moment. I love this because it just captures the essence of it perfectly. It's about carving out a few minutes that are sacredly yours. It's a quiet moment to acknowledge yourself and gather your strength before all the noise and demands of the world rush in. And that inner strength, it doesn't just stay inside. So now let's explore how this confidence starts to show up externally as a form of personal agency. Think about it. Every choice you make becomes a statement. The brand you decide to support, the color you select. It's a small declaration of your personal preferences and your values. You're not just following trends, you're actively curating how you present yourself to the world. And that, right there, is an exercise in personal agency. And this brings us to what might be the most important mindset shift of all. For decades, we've kind of been told that these products are for fixing what's wrong with us. It is time to reject that idea completely. This is not about fixing flaws. It's about enhancing power. This is the key. You are not correcting a deficit. You are celebrating your individuality and amplifying the strength that is already inside you. It's about adornment, not correction. So when you adopt this mindset, your outward presentation becomes fused with your inner state. The physical act of preparing yourself reinforces a deep feeling of competence and readiness. You're not just getting ready, you're putting on your armor for the day. Okay, so this all leads to a call to action. It's really about starting your own quiet personal revolution, one morning at a time. And here's how you can start, like today. First, just pick one simple thing you already do. Brushing your hair, maybe applying the serum. Next, give that action a purpose, an intention. And then finally, just observe the shift. Notice the change in your mindset and your energy and how you feel as you step into your day. And what happens is this creates a ripple effect. That inner confidence doesn't just stay inside. It radiates outward. It subtly changes how you carry yourself in a meeting, how you interact with other people, and how you tackle challenges.
Your inner strength really does shape your outer impact.
So let's end with this powerful thought. See these rituals not as a burden, but as your secret weapon. They are your daily opportunity to connect with yourself and consciously fuel the personal power you carry into the world. So what ritual will you transform tomorrow?